Welcome, everyone. Man, oh man. Like my colleagues say at work, my favorite dialogue. Man, oh man. What a wonderful week of football. What a wonderful week, man. Man, yo, what are you doing, that jackass? Man, I hope all my viewers out there had a great holiday. Are you done? You moron?
Who's doing that?
Tony.
You and me. We're throwing down.
Tony, at the same time.
I'm sorry, you guys, but there is something we can do.
Are you done? Are you done? Okay. Sorry, viewers, we have children on the show as my co-host. Oh, new year, new co-host. I'm getting next year. New year, new co-host. All right. I hope all my viewers had a great holiday. Before we start our great show, let me introduce you guys to my colleagues. My first colleague over there, we got over there my buddy, John Paul. How you doing over there, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good, hanging out. Had a good holiday. How about you?
I had a great holiday. Can't complain. Now, next up, we got my good friend over there, David Hoffman. How you doing there, buddy?
Please don't call me my last name. I'm good. How are you?
Okay, David. I call you Davey boy. Hi, Davey boy. Next up, we got my good friend over there. Wearing an ugly ass hat. The New York Mets. The garbage franchise, garbage everything. My good friend Tony. How you doing there, buddy? You guys bench Davido. You guys bench Mamma Mia. Davido. My good friend, little man, Paulie. How you doing there, buddy?
Yes, sir. I'm all right.
Okay. Yeah, who's playing that?
I can't tell that it is. Don't look at me, man. You know my. I'll be like this. You know me.
Who's playing that? We're playing to turn that shit off.
I can't do anything. I'm on my phone, so.
I bet you in the next room it's your sister.
What was that? What was that?
It sounded like Cartman.
It was not me. It was this jackass over there. The one that's laughing. Holy bastard.
Yeah, okay.
All right, guys. Let's first talk about Monday. Let's talk about last night's football game. Brock. It was an awful game. Purdy. Purdy. I don't know what happened that game. I feel like you threw away your whole MVP.
Might have been, hold on, though. Might have been an game for all the U's.
All right, now, can you let me finish? I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to you, pal. You're next. Don't worry. Brock Purdy, threw how many? I believe 4 turnovers he had. 4 picks.
I think he had 3 picks.
4 picks last night.
4 picks.
4 picks and game over. Defense was doing good. McCaffrey, you're a monster. John Paul, what's wrong? What do you think the Niners got to do to go forward, man? Especially that they're fighting with the Eagles to get that number 1 seed.
Dude, the Niners are beatable.
No, they're not.
Yes, they absolutely are. The Niners
played horrible, and they still kept it close.
Close. They were losing 30-12 into the fourth quarter. That game was over. It was over.
I'm still not sold on the Ravens, but go ahead.
Listen, I'm not sold on the 49ers. I thought the 49ers were going to be able to at least keep it close. I knew the Ravens were going to beat them. I just had that feeling that the Ravens were going to beat them. I do not think that now, at this point in time, that the 49ers are still that number 1 team in the NFC. I don't think they are. I could be 100% wrong, but I don't think they are. They're beatable. The Eagles can beat them. The Cowboys can beat them. All right. I think
at this point, any team is beatable.
With that said, all those teams are beatable.
Yeah, anybody beatable.
The Eagles will not beat the 49ers if it's in San Fran.
They got to win first. San Fran hasn't shown that they can win to take that first.
All right, we're going to get there. We're going to get to the Eagles. Relax your horses.
We're talking about the 49ers, you stupid bastard.
Relax yourself. Relax. Language.
Down, boy, down.
Yeah, calm down.
So anyway, he threw turnovers that caused them, but that's any quarterback. You throw turnovers, you're going to lose the game. Whoever makes the least amount of mistakes wins the game. That's the way the football runs. Okay? That's the way the football runs. Look at Kansas City this weekend. Kansas City made a lot of mistakes.
We're going to get there. Relax yourself.
All right, I'm going to stop talking then.
You sound like Rasputin.
David, what do you think, buddy? This whole game last night, awful game last night. Awful.
You just said 3 people's names, so who's next?
David, you're next, buddy. Of course, you're next.
49ers are still good. I just think Purdy went downhill after that first pick when Debo was wide open. Wasn't his fault, but the ball got tipped. that's whatever. I don't even want to talk about the 49ers, to be honest with you, but I just think that's a Super Bowl preview. But I'm still not sold on the Ravens still. Lamar did play well, though. I'll give him that.
Okay. Tony, mamma mia. What do you think, buddy?
Brock Purdy just had a bad game. Every quarterback has a bad game during the season. A couple bad games. He had a bad game. But I won't take it away from Baltimore. Their defense came to play. They played very well. It'd be exciting to see. I mean, David's very, very right here. Could possibly be a Super Bowl preview. So, but I got to be honest. I think if it is, ratings are going to suck.
No, I don't think that.
Baltimore versus San Fran.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Fran will have
rematch.
the numbers.
It's
San
gonna be-
Fran will
Yeah,
it's
have
gonna be
San
a
Fran will
rematch.
have the numbers. Baltimore won't.
It's gonna be a-
California versus Maryland. That's not good for ratings.
I mean, what do you mean? The ratings were good when they played each other back in 2013.
What?
That's
The
because
ratings-
both Harbaugh brothers were the coaches.
Yeah.
That was one brother going up against another brother. That's why the ratings were so high during that game.
Okay. So, Paulie, what do you think, buddy?
I didn't really watch the game, but I saw the clips and I get the fantasy updates. I just kept popping in, and I saw, what was it, like, I don't know if it was 3 picks before half or 2 picks. I don't know that Brock Purdy had, but I was like, I didn't know if the San Fran was going to pull through. It just showed, like, I don't know if they could go to the Super Bowl, if they're just going to flake off now since they lost.
I think they'll be all right.
Now I'm gonna get my say this. Brock Purdy, what the hell are you doing, bro? What, Phil? What, against one of the best defenses in the league? Am I wrong, guys? Am I wrong?
You never had a bad day at work?
But buddy, it's too late to have a bad day at work. Okay,
You
too
never
late.
had a bad day at work?
I own that. I've plenty of bad days at work. We all have bad days at work.
No
but
shit.
I do. I
Here,
do my.
Bastard.
Umir, not to cut you off, but this is. Have you ever watched the Red Zone?
Yes, I
All
watched
right,
the Red Zone.
This is the part of the year that they call the witching hour, where teams become playoff teams and teams don't become playoff teams. So this is the worst part of your year. You can have, I'm telling you, dude, there's teams like, for instance, right? And I know we're going to get there, but for instance, right? You look at Thursday night's matchup. Jets, Cleveland. Cleveland, a possible playoff contender. And the Jets have nothing to play for. The Jets will go out there, though, and kick ass, maybe,
Yeah.
kick ass because they have nothing to play for. They're just looking to have fun. This is the worst time to play football if you think you're comfortable. Worst time to play football.
100%. That's why I feel like Brock Purdy left his foot off the pedal. You gotta be smart when you throw those balls. You gotta be careful what you're doing. And gotta give props to the Ravens. I'm not gonna say nothing, but I'm not that confident in the Ravens in the playoffs. I think they'll be a first round exit. I don't believe in them that much, and I don't think they're that scary as they are. Because
So I don't think Baltimore's going to be in the first round. I think they're going to be in the second round. So if you're saying second round, yeah, maybe.
Oh, sorry, second round. I mean, you get the point. They're not going to make it past their first playoff game, whatever they play, first week or second week.
They'd have to lose 1 week, and Miami would have to win out to get that first overall.
Well, if we beat
They're
them,
playing this week, aren't they?
Yeah.
we're playing this
They're
week.
playing this week. So this is going to be this week will let them know who gets that number 1 spot.
Yep.
Because if whoever loses, that's what they said. They said either team has to win out. If they don't win out, then they're done. Well, not done, but they're not getting the first overall. Their first seed.
Why is David requesting an AI companion? Yo, David, shut up. AI companion. And I don't know what that even means. All right. Let's see what
I
happens.
don't know, but if anyone could figure a way to put an astronaut helmet on you, I'd fucking I'd die. I would fucking die.
All right, next game. Let's talk about this game. This game affected me a lot. Let's go talk about the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh my God.
Man, this is the Giants literally did the same thing what Seattle did last week and go win that game at the end. David, I know you were upset. What are your feelings about the game and how you feel about the Eagles? Do you think the Eagles are mediocre now? Because the Giants did come back almost.
I mean, it's a divisional matchup. There's no such thing. No matter how bad each team is, it's a divisional matchup. Listen, I'm not one to complain, especially when it comes to my team. But the offside penalty on freaking Schmidt, what's his name? Schmidt, whatever his name is, the center. That
John
was
Michael Schmidt.
yeah, that was the worst call. He looked back at the quarterback to see if he was back there, and he put his head back up. That's what you're supposed to do as a center. I played center. You're supposed to make sure your quarterback's back there before you snap it. That's number one. Number two, the delay of game penalty at the end of the half. That was a little BS too, if you ask me. He recovered the fumble. He didn't even really hold Hurts down like that. Hurts messed up by staying in bounds. And number three, how about those two pass interference calls on the last drive? How do you not call any of them?
Okay.
I'm not one to complain. I'm not one to complain, but the refs, I'm sorry, all year, and we all talk about it over time, have been absolutely terrible.
He's
I
gone.
agree. I agree. We talk about the refs how bad they are the whole year. We've been saying the same song every week, every game. It's like the NFL got to do something with these damn refs, especially when it comes to the Eagles. Too many calls are going their way. I remember the Giants. It was the Giants. You guys played them earlier in the year, right?
No,
No,
we
we
don't
played
play
them
them.
last game of the season.
Oh, who was it? That another team? I think it was the Jets or somebody else that also got screwed because of damn refs. Like every week.
Dolphins.
That wasn't against the Eagles. That was for the Jets. Was against Kansas City.
Yeah.
They
The
got
Dolphins too. The
They got-
Dolphins got screwed by the refs against the Eagles too.
I mean, yeah, 100%. Like these refs. Why am I keep on getting out of this? But yeah, back to my point. The refs are doing. They gotta get something. Why they gotta do something, man? And they gotta bring that option where the coach can throw that flag to get the penalty reviewed. They gotta bring that back. If I'm a head coach and if I'm an owner of a team, I'm gonna try to get that back because because these refs are blind at this point. It's gonna be like same way you gotta see if there's a pick or not, or a fumble or not, a catch or not. You gotta see if it's a flag or not. Bring it back. That's what I think. David, what do you think about this situation? So Eagle Jets game.
Spoke already.
Eagle Giants. Giants game. John Paul.
me.
Yes.
The Eagles were beating them pretty good in the beginning of the game. I think it was like a 17-3 game. I think I want to say I don't remember seeing the whole thing.
23 at half.
Yeah,
Well,
23.
I just this happens with teams a lot, and the Eagles are lucky it didn't come back and bite them in the ass. They took their foot off the pedal, and the Giants came back. I mean, dude, listen, man, the Giants, they're not a great team, but their wide receivers aren't bad. They have a couple really good wide receivers that can play, and if they get the ball, they can move. You know what I mean? And they showed it. Like, what's his name? Tony, we were watching it last night. Who was the one that scored that last touchdown? Darius Slayton, right?
Slayton.
He
Yeah.
scored the last touchdown, dude, and he flew to get that touchdown. Flew. You know what I mean? Again, you can't keep at these last two games, if you have a lead, you have to keep your foot on the pedal. I don't care if you're blowing the team out by 40. No one's telling you gotta pass every play. But hey, every third play, give it a throw. Get a couple first downs. You know what I mean? Keep your momentum going so that you don't lose that type of game, dude. It's a bitch.
Okay. Tony, what do you think, buddy?
I'm not going to beat down the refs. I beat them down all year long. I just have. I'm not sure if the Eagles took their foot off the pedal. I think the Giants, especially in the first half, didn't capitalize on stuff that should have happened. I mean, I believe Okereke should have had an interception for a pick six in the first half. We had a couple wide receivers drop wide open balls in the first half. Again, that's where we got destroyed. Getting to Tyrod Taylor, yeah, he made a couple really nice passes, but that one play that was a touchdown, I mean, it was going to be a touchdown to Darren Waller.
Yep.
That pissed me off. I mean, come on, why are you throwing with the wrong hand? It was only a 10-yard pass, and Waller would have scored on that play, and I think it would have been a different game at that point.
Do you think they should have kept DeVito in the game also? Before you get to your last point, do you think at the end you can answer? You think they should have kept DeVito in the game?
I got to be honest. I'm thinking to myself, coach knew the game was kind of out of hand, maybe, and said, why risk this kid getting hurt? Take him out, put Tyrod in. Um, I don't really know. I mean, DeVito wasn't moving the ball too much anyway.
I'm not
And
gonna
then,
lie. I don't know how he hasn't gotten hurt yet. He's played what, 6 weeks, DeVito?
yeah,
8? No,
He's
6.
the league's he's the league leader in getting sacked.
yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah.
he is.
And then I got to be honest. Sorry. The
Go ahead.
NFL didn't show the last replay. I didn't see what happened, but apparently Dable and Tyrod Taylor were absolutely irate that a pass interference flag wasn't thrown in the end zone.
Yeah.
I didn't see the last play again. I only saw it the one time that they showed it on TV, and then that was it. There was no replay. There was no nothing. I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. But I didn't get to see it, so I didn't know if it was an interference or not.
You can't face guard in the NFL. He was face guarding him, and that's what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah,
It's the Eagles, man. They're gonna want to have that rematch of the brothers and Taylor Swift at this point. Paulie, what do you think, buddy?
I don't really watch this game, but
Do you watch any games, my friends?
I watched Miami game and the Jets game.
Welcome to my show, right?
I kept getting the alerts. Like you guys said, it was what, 28-3 at half or 23-3?
23.
Oh, 23. And then I saw after half they started coming back. I was like, no way that Giants about to come back and beat Philly. And like John Paul said, I think they took the foot off the gas and let up a little bit.
Okay. Well, at the end of the day, I really was thought the Giants had it in them. You guys could have. There were a lot of faults that didn't come your way. A lot of stuff, mistakes y'all made at your side as well. But you guys got this offseason. Hope y'all can get that line, get together, get some good linemen. Because this is like every year, it's like the same thing with this offensive line. A change has to come. Every year we talk about offensive line. Last year with Daniel Jones in the offensive line, Eli Manning's offensive line was crap. You got to get some type of offensive line to protect your quarterback. Come on.
They were
Well,
saying it
no.
might have been
His
the
last couple years, we had a bad offensive line. Just remember when we won the Super Bowls, we had the best offensive line in the league.
Yeah, I know. My apologies, but even my apologies.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about they were high numbers when these last couple of years. Eli.
I mean, if you look at our draft picks, we've drafted offensive linemen very high, and they just have not panned out. I mean, so far, John Michael Schmidt has looked all right at center. Andrew Thomas was one of the best, but he's been hurt all season for the most part. And then what's his name? He's pissing me off. I don't remember his name now. That's how much I'm so pissed at. Evan Neal.
They need to change the line
we go.
coach.
Look at Flowers, right? Flowers leaves the Giants. He's playing like shit. He goes to Washington, and same thing. John Feliciano leaves the Giants, and he's one of the best in the position this year. I don't understand.
They're saying they might need a change at O-line coach. It might be that.
Maybe.
I mean, you got to start somewhere. All right, guys, this game I've been dying to talk about. This game has been on my mind. Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Man, oh man, ears. Mark Davis, if you have any brain cells, I have to get to that when I get there. Kansas City Chiefs lose to the Raiders. Raiders had two at a pick six and a fumble, which had to get them the lead. The Raiders did not score. Did not have any passing yards in the second half, and after the second quarter, I believe. John Paul, you think the Chiefs are still the same old Chiefs, or Chiefs are bye-bye? They're going downhill now before the dynasty starts.
I called it at the beginning of the year, saying the Chiefs would make the playoffs. They're not going to have a great year, though. I still believe, and I could be wrong, but I still believe that they will be a first-round entrance and exit for them. That they're not playing great football at all whatsoever. If you see every time Patrick Mahomes throws a pass that's over somebody's head, and I mean by a lot, they're all calling for flags. Come on, man. That's not the way the game is played. Stop this LeBron James garbage. All right? You're not going to get the calls every time. It's not going to happen. All right. You gifted the Raiders 2 touchdowns. Gifted. Dude, he threw that interception right to my man, bro. Right to him. There was no way. And then you wanted to sit there and say, oh, there was a flag on the play. There's a flag on every play in the NFL. Every play.
Okay.
Grow up,
David.
man. I don't think
Okay,
they're that good.
Okay, David.
You said me?
Yeah, who else is David on the show?
You mumbled it. I don't really care for the game. Mahomes just kept yelling at everybody, which he actually deserved to yell at the offensive line because they look non-existent. Like every team in the NFL this year, the offensive line has been horrible this year.
You gotta take him back to the golf course. He got him for Christmas.
Yeah, they should have taken them away and burned them all. I just think it's a revolving theme how bad offensive line is this year in the NFL. I mean, the Chiefs don't have a bad offensive line at all, too. They got like the number one center ranking center in the NFL. They got one of the top guards in the NFL. I don't know. Crosby and the defensive line just owned them. Like I said, it's any given Sunday. And any given Sunday, look what happened.
Okay. Tony, what do you think, buddy?
Okay, so a couple things. You know, if one of my coworkers at work called me out and just tore me to pieces, in my mind, I'm going, fuck this guy. I'm not doing anything for them. Patrick Mahomes came out and said, I don't trust my receivers. Well, I'm going, fuck you. And your glasses, jump off.
You look like Otto right now. I thought I thought it was Otto.
No, seriously. I mean, you know, you're saying you don't trust your receivers. I mean, you're in the midst of a season. You're trying to make the playoffs. It's absolutely stupid saying stuff like that, and I can't watch him anymore. It makes me sick to see him bitch and moan and complain. You know, pretty soon he's probably going to put the towel on his head and tuck another towel underneath his sleeves like Cam Newton used to do, so no one will see him. You know, and then when you hear him talk, all you see is Kenny Powers. You know, but Vegas did play well, and I'm going to take back what I said last week. If Antonio Pierce manages to get this team into the playoffs, I don't think they should talk to anybody. I think they should give the guy the job on the spot. Even if Belichick comes and he wants the job, if he manages to get this team into the playoffs, give him the job.
I think he deserves it, whether they make the playoffs or not.
100%.
Well, I mean, if you make the playoffs, you got to give it to the guy, you know, without looking at anybody else. But if you don't make the playoffs, you got to at least speak to Harbaugh and Belichick.
I'm not speaking to Harbaugh. I want to speak to the college football coach because you've been. I may actually get there when I get to that point.
He was successful in both places.
Yeah, he was successful in both places.
No. When, on his way out, he did horrible the last 2 to 3 years. But come on, no, I'm not taking nothing away from the guy, but he was horrible the last 3 to 4 years.
So college is a different beast.
I'm talking about NFL. I'm talking about NFL.
What?
No,
what about it?
Super Bowl.
He left on a high.
Last 3 years he was there.
No, after the Super Bowl, they played Seattle in the NFC Chip game, and then they didn't make playoffs the years after that.
The year after.
His record still says he's a great coach.
He hasn't coached in the football league since I think about 8 years now. A lot of changes.
But college is harder than the NFL. You lose your best players basically every year. Every year is a rebuilding season in college.
Yeah.
It is. You lose your best players essentially every year.
Yeah. Go.
Look at Alabama. They do it.
You shut up.
Next Saban. Jackass. All right, next show. Next show, Paulie. Come on, Paulie. I'm dying to go, so you got to do it fast.
You got to go to the bathroom?
No, I want to go talk about my points.
Your points.
I think they're going to be a first-round exit if they make it. And I don't know if you saw Travis Kelce when he threw his helmet. The dude was going to give it back to him. Andy he held him. He was like, "No, put it back on the bench. Put the helmet back where he got it." And Patrick Mahomes too. Like I forgot who said it, but if you talk, Tony, if you talk bad to your coworkers like that, then they're gonna stop doing shit for you. Especially if it's your online. Oh, okay, go right through. So I don't think they're falling apart very, very slowly.
I'm telling you, it's these white girl singers. They do it.
Yeah.
Started with Jessica Simpson.
He's it.
Started with Jessica Simpson. Okay, these white girl singers, they do it.
Okay, all right. Now let's get to my point now. First, I gotta give my props to the Raiders. Make playoffs or not, he deserves that job. I'm not bringing Harbaugh in. I'm not doing that. I'm keeping Harbaugh in. Am I bringing Belichick in? I'm not bringing Harbaugh in. Because when college football coaches leave the college football and they come to the NFL, they don't do good. Look at Rudy. Look at that guy from Arizona Cardinals. What's the guy's name? The one who had what's the guy's name for Arizona Cardinals? The one Arizona Cardinals. What?
I don't know who you're talking.
The Arizona
but-
Cardinals. That coach.
but-
that was that Texas Tech.
I mean, what are you picking two or
Oh,
three?
Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury.
Kingsbury. He said two names. I'm just giving two names. You bring college football coaches into the world. Another name I'm gonna bring in, John Gruden. John Gruden came after he had a great record before he left. Won a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay. Tried to come back to coach. He didn't do shit. So if I'm what's his name?
Well,
Yeah,
he
but
didn't-
hold on. What did John Gruden have to come to? I mean, let's be honest.
He was talking all day. He was making those checks that he couldn't cash. He's like, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. He didn't do nothing in his first 2 years. They were nowhere near the playoff spots. Look at Davis. Davis got nothing, and Davis is making something out of it.
They made it to the playoffs the year he got booted.
Okay.
So
But yeah, he got to give it to that coach that pushed it through. Because with that coach that kicked the special teams coach.
4 games left, he got kicked out of the league. You can't say that.
Gruden's back in. I think Gruden took a college football job.
Not in the ways. Secondly, you got to look at something. I don't know if you guys remember early in the season, the Commanders' offense was making a complaint. They're saying that Eric Bethany was too strict. When Eric Bethany was the coach.
Yeah, but that's when they were good.
Yeah, so my apologies.
Yeah.
When he was in Kansas City, they had everything top notch. You never heard about Kelsey having his hand for tantrum. You never heard about Mahomes yelling at the old line. Everything was under control. Matt Nagy did not have the Kansas City offense under control. Matt Nagy did not have nothing.
He also had different talent. You can't say that.
But at least you never heard about. You still had Kelsey. Both had Kelsey, right? You never heard about Kelsey throwing his helmet. You never heard about Mahomes going after his offensive line. Same offensive line, most of the guys. The same now. His wide receiver core, yes, they changed. But the same still has the same thing. Matt Nagy is. I don't believe it at all. They gotta give it to that Matt Nagy. I really don't think of that big dude.
Man, I don't think they're at the point yet where they got to get rid of any staff yet.
No way.
Let's pump the brakes.
I mean, I heard the Eagles might be getting rid of their offensive coordinator with them out of the school season one. So if the Eagles about to do it, then why not there? Yep. All right, before we go to our picks, let's talk about the last game. It's a big game for both of these guys over here. The Dallas Cowboys and Miami Dolphins. Ole! Okay, buddy.
Who'd you say?
Okay, buddy.
You keep coming in and out. You're in space. We can't hear you.
What do you think about this game, buddy?
Oh, to me, I think it was one of the worst games Miami ever played. That's just me. Every time we got in the red zone, we just flaked off. We didn't produce in the end zone. Our defense looked amazing though. I loved our defense. I think if Tyreek Hill would have caught that catch right in the breadbasket in the beginning of the game, we would have had the ball rolling. But our defense, after what was it? Right before the first quarter ended, they caught on to all of Dak's audibles, everything. They caught right on, stopped them. They stopped them. They turned the ball over on the 10-yard line in Miami's end zone, and Miami stopped them there. They punted in their own end zone multiple times.
But did you see that hole that Miami was doing that was never called?
That you posted on Facebook?
Yeah, the hole that Miami had on feeding Lamb.
I think the reason why it wasn't called because the ball was uncatchable.
The ball was nowhere near him. The ball was in the stands.
They were holding what's his name all game though, but it doesn't matter.
Parsons.
Micah.
Who called that Lamb?
Micah Parsons was
Parsons.
Oh,
all game.
like that
Yeah.
guy.
You take my.
I
I take. That's.
All right, so you talk. What do you think? How do you feel about that game there? John Paul.
I think both offenses shit the bed. I'm going to be honest with you. Both defenses, I think, played phenomenal, but both offenses shit the bed. You can't. All right. For instance, Dallas, right? Dallas takes the ball. What was it, Paulie? 4 minutes left in the fourth. They drive. You score.
No,
So
they gave the ball back 2:30.
So you score in a minute and a half, right? You score with a minute and a half. Granted, maybe Miami let them score because they figured they get the ball back, kick a field goal and call it a day. I get it. But you score with a minute and a half, yeah? Why couldn't you do that the rest of the game? You can't wait to the end of the game. It doesn't work that way. You lost and you deserve to lose. It's just the way it goes. Miami came down, they drove down the field. With 2 seconds left, they kicked the field goal. And you got to congratulate them.
Also, you can ask Tony when the last quarter, I did not, because John Paul wasn't there yet, but Tony was there. I didn't eat nothing until the game was over. I was stressed. I didn't
I
eat
think
nothing.
he was
until the
closet
game
eating at that point. He's going calamari. Maybe I'll think about
Calamari. All right, Tony, what do you think about this game, buddy? Because I know Dallas Cowboys are your favorite team. But they're American.
So I thoroughly enjoy when the other teams in the NFC East lose. I thoroughly enjoy it, especially when it's Dallas. I don't know why. They just bother the hell out of me. And then the Eagles, I mean, I don't care about the Eagles. Hope Nick
But what do you think about
Sirianni
this
gets
whole Dallas offensive defense? Like, on the other side.
hurt. I don't care. I hate them. I hate them.
David, what do you think, buddy?
Cool.
I don't care either. Dolphins won, Cowboys lost. Let's go on to the next topic. That's all I care about.
Next topic is the game of the week, the picks. Man, oh man.
Hold on. Hold on. This is the second, excuse my language, this is the second fucking week in a row we don't talk about the Jets, and the Jets won this week. You dick.
No one cares about the Jets.
I had you pick you moron. I had you pick your team, you jerk off.
I don't care. Now go on to the picks. I had to curse you out for that because I knew you were going to go to the picks, you little motherfucker.
You guys almost tossed that game up. You guys were destroying them, and you almost lost. How dare you want to even talk about them?
But did we lose?
I don't know. It's probably another illegal play in there somewhere.
There was a New York team that won this weekend. Who was it? Let me hear it.
The who?
Hey. The Bills are
Actually, talking about that, I almost forgot about this team. I almost forgot about them. Talk about New York. Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills.
No.
Go to the picks.
Go to the picks.
Got to give the props to them, and I wouldn't be surprised if they take away that division from Miami.
Shut your mouth.
Take away
I wouldn't be
Miami.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So this weekend is going to be this weekend is going to be a telling story. Big time telling story.
Umir, they're back by 2 games. If they lose this week or Miami wins this week, it's over.
No, but if Miami, can you let me finish? Let me finish, please. If Miami loses and Buffalo wins, that'll be next week. It'll be the division on the line.
The following week.
No, next week is week 17.
Next week's the last week.
Yeah.
Next week is the last week. The title will be on the line. And I don't see that happen. I see Buffalo winning that division. I predict that now. I see that happening, buddy. You can laugh all you want. I don't believe in Miami. Sorry.
Buffalo winning the divisions like you growing up to be 6 foot. Let's go. Come on, go to the picks.
I'm not going to matter. Yo, God, please listen to me. All right. Tony, who won last weekend and who were the losers? What's the updated standings?
First off, I don't know the updating standings. You want updated standings, you got to tell me a couple hours.
That's why I told you this. You're supposed to have this.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No.
Did you let him talk?
So,
shut up.
Somehow, some way, you pulled out 2 games out of your ass and you actually won a week.
I told you the Jets were going to win. I believe it. Jets, Jets.
Okay, they were about 2 seconds away from losing the game. So, Tiny Tim won with 10 wins. John Paul, you're right behind him with 9, and David, me and you tied it up with 8. Paul, you forgot to send me your picks, so.
All right, first game of the week, we got Thursday Night Football. We got the Jets playing the Browns in Cleveland. We got Joe Flacco going against his former team, the New York Jets. I'm going to go with the Browns. I got the Browns on fire right now. Flacco.
I got the Jets.
I wouldn't be surprised if you take Watson's job.
I'm gonna go
David,
Cleveland also.
David Jr., you got a pick over there, buddy?
I'm gonna take the Jets.
New York Jets for spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he led the lesson last week.
Who you going,
David,
David?
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
David led his lesson the hard. John Paul led his lesson the hard way.
This is another nice game.
Lions versus Dallas. Oh my God.
Who is it?
Lions versus
Dallas versus Detroit.
You give me
Cowboys.
Detroit.
I
They're
can't see Dallas losing again.
They're playing in Dallas. They're not going to lose. It's their
Oh, they're
last.
in Dallas? Oh.
But the Lions looked pretty good last week. That's the thing.
They're not going to beat them. They haven't. Every time they play a decent defense, they lose.
I'm gonna go Cowboys as well.
Yeah,
Give me
Goff's due for that game. I'll take the Cowboys.
Give me
Oh,
Cowboys.
who you taking? Cowboys? I think I'm gonna go Detroit.
Next up,
Stupid.
we got the Titans versus the Texans.
Who?
The Titans versus the
Why are
Texans.
you skipping games, Mo?
I'm not skipping games.
Look at the regular. Next game is Miami versus Baltimore, boys.
Look, I got this thing right here.
No,
You got
I
my
can't
Face
see you looking at
disappearing.
it.
Your space.
Queef. Miami, Baltimore, boys. What are we doing?
Oh Jesus.
Miami.
Oh boy.
David with the Miami.
Ravens are due for a loss. Yeah, especially after a big week. Everybody
They're playing
predicted them to lose.
Baltimore.
I'm
Right?
going Baltimore.
In Baltimore,
I'm
in
going
Baltimore.
Baltimore. I'm going Baltimore.
Paul,
Paul, who you doing?
Paul, you know I love you, but I got to go Baltimore.
I know.
Paul, what are you
I'm
doing?
going Baltimore.
You going MIA?
Give me Miami.
Okay. You made your pick.
Hold on. Let Tony pick.
Jesus
Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
Christ.
We don't got a big.
I'm gonna go Baltimore also. Sorry.
You're over there queefing.
We got Patriots versus the Bills. I'm going Buffalo.
Buffalo has to keep winning to make the playoffs. So Buffalo.
Yeah, but do the Patriots play?
New England kicked ass last week.
I know.
Big time.
Do the Patriots play?
Give me the Pats, Tone.
Huh?
No.
You give me the Pats.
That's
Mm.
you taking them because you need them.
This game's in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta take Buff.
Yeah, give me the Bills, I guess.
Loser.
All right, Atlanta, Chicago.
Chicago.
Chicago. Especially because the game is in Chicago, so I gotta go with them. The
Even though
land to beat.
Atlanta
I'm going to I'm going Atlanta because Atlanta needs to win to keep pace.
Paul,
Give me ATL.
ATL. I'm going Chicago. Chicago's actually playing all right.
Out of nowhere too.
Next caller.
Next up, Titans versus the Texans.
Titans.
Yeah,
Wow.
Houston's been playing like shit the past 3 weeks.
Word.
Titans.
Tiny, who you going with?
Titans.
I'm gonna
They
go
beat Seattle.
Houston.
They
Give
looked
me,
so bad last week. I don't know if I could go with the Texans.
So we go with the David Hoffman.
Hey, poop! Shut your mouth.
Oh, who you
Kiss
got?
my ass, bitch.
Titans.
Give me the Titans.
I'm going
Titans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tiny Tim.
I said Titans, buddy. Come on.
God, you're
He
going
has those ears. Next up, Raiders versus the Colts. I'm going with Adam Pierce over the Raiders.
With who?
Antonio Pierce.
You dumb bastard.
Who's
Mess up
Tony
everyone's name.
Shut up, Marv. I'm going with Pierce and his Raiders.
I'm going Vegas also.
Give me
Yeah,
Vegas.
I gotta go. But the thing is, every team has a drop off after a big win. But I'll still take the Raiders. No, actually, no. I'm going with the Colts because
I'm gonna go with the Colts as well. I'm
the
taking
Raiders couldn't throw the ball on Monday. I'm taking the Colts.
All right,
Yeah.
Paul, who are you taking?
I'm gonna take Indy.
Give me the Raiders.
Vegas.
Actually, I might jump ship because I just
No,
remember
you're
that.
not. Go to the next game.
Next.
Yeah,
Carolina Jaguars.
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 Even
Who
the
started
Packers.
for the
Even the
Jaguars?
Hold on. Is what's his face playing this week?
He's out for the season.
He's done. Trevor Lawrence.
Yes.
oh,
What?
Panthers.
I thought I read yesterday he's done for the season.
Hold on. If that's the case, give me Carolina. I'm not. No.
Give me
'cause
Carolina.
No, I'm taking Jacksonville still.
Yeah, give me Jacksonville because Carolina's shit.
Yeah, I'm taking Jacksonville.
Came out of nowhere, beat the Packers.
Paul, who are you taking?
They only have 2 wins this year, Tiny.
Who?
Give me Jacksonville.
Who am I
I'm not looking
taking
up
here?
right now.
I think I'm going to take the Jags as well. I think they're just better.
They have to win to keep pace.
He's not out for the season yet. He's not out for the season yet. So they're saying today. He
Okay,
uncertain
Rams
situation.
versus New York Giants.
I'm going Jaguars. Take my last pick. Going Jaguars. Take my last pick. Jaguars. One Jag. He's not out for the season. Your brother's spreading fake news. Give me Jaguars. Give me Jaguars. You can.
Okay, let's move on. Jesus.
Rams versus New York Giants.
Give me the Giants.
Rams.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The Giants should just lose the last 2 games to get a good draft pick.
For an offensive lineman, I mean, they can pick 10th or 12th. They'll be perfectly fine.
There's only 2 good offensive linemen that I want this year.
You know what? I'm stopping to think about that shit because every time we pick these guys who are high, they come here and they suck.
I don't know. These 2, the guy from Penn State and Notre Dame, they're both the 2 best ones. So
Yeah, give me the Rams.
For all I care, they can go to Japan and go get Yokozuna for all I care.
that'd be sick.
Yokozuna passed away.
You fucking idiot. Yokozuna is what they call sumo wrestlers. They just called him that in WWE.
Say that, I think of the guy who was in WWE. And he wasn't even.
That's actually what they call sumo wrestlers.
He was not even Japanese. He was not even Japanese, you moron. Yokozuna, you was Samoan.
Okay, I said I was going to go to Japan. I didn't say him.
Take poop. Who you
Yokozuna, you
taking?
go
Who
to
you
Samoa.
taking?
You're
Shut up.
making the show so much
The Rams.
longer than what it is, dude. Who you taking?
Come here, I
The
gotta
Rams,
go.
you moron.
He said he's taking the Lambs.
New York Giants.
Let's go. Let's speed up. I gotta
Arizona,
go.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Philly.
Philly.
Philly across the board.
Next caller.
Let's go. Let's game.
New Orleans, Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
Oh, God. Tampa.
Tampa. The Saints look absolutely terrible against the Rams.
Except against us.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Tampa also.
Tampa Bay across the board.
They feel fun
49ers,
good.
Washington.
49ers.
49ers. They're gonna roll on top of Washington after losing this week.
49ers across the board.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, Seattle.
Ooh,
Seattle.
Ooh.
The Italian Stallion, Geno
really,
Smith.
really good this week though.
Seattle. They have
Never had
to win. They're in the last playoff spot. Seattle has to keep winning.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to go to Seattle also.
Give me Seattle.
Yeah, but what's his name never finishes below 500.
Yeah, but Mason Rudolph, you're gonna think he's gonna play like how he did last week?
Where's this game?
Seattle.
It's in
Seattle.
Seattle.
You know, it's funny what they're saying. They're saying that Seattle finishes that seed.
Yeah,
Philly
no.
finished They
Drop
play
who you
Seattle
got?
and Philly.
Yeah, okay, give me Seattle.
Give me
Nani,
Seattle,
Tim,
too.
you got Seattle?
Yeah, I got my Seattle jersey on. Seattle jersey.
Yeah,
my
okay.
favorite.
Chargers, Denver.
Denver.
Oh,
Denver played like
Denver,
absolute
Denver.
shotty.
Denver.
Denver.
Denver needs to
Denver
keep
across the
winning.
board.
They ain't making the playoffs, though. So I don't know why they didn't win.
Denver across the board. Cincy, KC. Interesting game.
Give me Cincinnati. I want KC to shit the bed.
No, KC.
KC hasn't even clinched the playoff spot, but I think I gotta go Kansas City.
Joe Paul. You hate
gotta
picking
go-
against, you hate picking against Cincy.
I do. I can't stand picking against Cincinnati. I think Browning has a different game this week. Give me Cincinnati. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I
buddy.
can't see KC dropping that many. I
Yeah,
can't.
they haven't even clinched a playoff spot. That's the crazy part.
Good. I hope
Green
they
Bay,
don't.
Minnesota.
Clip fucking playoffs.
Give me,
Green Bay and small soda.
Oh my god.
Minnesota. They
Green
turn
Bay.
over too much. Green Bay.
give me Green Bay.
Give me Green Bay, Wisconsin like their cheese. Wisconsin cheese.
I'm actually going to go Minnesota on this one. They always play each other very hard, and it's in Minnesota, and Vikings hate the Packers.
No doubt Sherlock Holmes, the divisional rival.
Sherlock Holmes. That's
All right, next game. No, that's the game at all.
That's a game,
Sunday
dude.
night. That Sunday night game to take us into New Year's Day. Hope all my viewers have a safe and happy New Year's with your family. Hope this New Year's bring a lot of blessings. Like to say, new year, new team. Now, guys, I wish all my
Yeah, no,
co-hosts.
that they say that about you, you dumb bastard. New
I
year, new
hope
team.
I hope all my co-hosts have a great New Year.